Okay, forgot to start recording. All right, pencils at the ready. More videos. More videos. I want all the videos. I want to see your sparkling whites. There's a video. Look at you guys. Whatever you're using as your pencil, whatever you'll be using during your test. This is a manipulative. It is fair game. Okay. If pressure increased, which part of the pencil am I manipulating next? Show me. Yes, the pressure is the point. And I said that increases. What happens to the eraser or the vanisher? Did it go up or down?
Down.
So as we increase pressure, what's going to happen to volume?
Decrease.
Yes. See the magic of the pencil? Right. Now, everyone show me. We're going to hold pressure constant. So where am I going to hold now? Show me. Good. We're going to hold the point. Okay. The pressure is constant. I want to increase temperature. So what am I going to do to my pencil? Yes. Push on that torso. What happens to the vanisher?
It also increases.
It also increases. So if pressure is constant and temperature goes up, volume also goes up, right? That is a direct relationship and it went up together. What if volume is constant? We're going to hold our vanquisher. It's just so dramatic and fun. I can't even help it, right? And we're going to decrease our pressure. What happens to the temperature?
It also decreases.
It also decreases. So is this direct or indirect?
Direct.
This pencil is literally going to answer 50% of your questions if we had a test. Like if we had a test, it literally would be 50% of the questions. Like your QCs are going to seem so easy with your magic pencil. All right. So let's do some more. I'm going to call on some people now. I'm not going to demonstrate the pencil. You are going to try to do this with the pencil. So Josh, you're first. You ready? I want to make sure you're listening. Are you there? Yes. All right. Josh is ready. I'm going to erase this. Erase all the things. Okay. Temperature is held constant. Volume increases. What happens to pressure?
Decreases.
Yes. See, you don't even know the names of the laws and you get it. It's so great. I love the pencil. I'm so excited. Like I geek out over the pencil. Yes. If temperature is constant and volume increases, pressure decreases, right? So next question, Samir, is that an indirect or direct relationship?
Is it indirect?
It's indirect because as one goes up, the other goes down. Love it. Inverse proportional, directly proportional, that whole thing, right? Love it. So those are questions you're going to get. So now we just need to know what these names are, right? When one affects the other. So you have this on your formula sheet. Okay, you have this on your formula sheet. This is every gas law combined. We call it the combined gas law. So all we're going to do with our math problems is we're going to only use the variables that we care about, because if they're constant, they don't matter. So in that question, if I told you that the number of moles and temperature is constant, right, we would cross them off. This is the only thing we would use for our law. If I told you that volume and temperature remained constant, the only thing that I'm going to use for our law is Pn. So you're just crossing off whatever's constant. Cross off the constants. And whatever's left is the math equation you use. So you have every gas law right here, but we got to learn what the names of them are, because one of your QCs is going to ask you, is this Boyle's law? Is this Charles' law? Is this Gay-Lussac's law? Is it Avogadro's? Like, tell me what's up. So I have mnemonics to help you. Okay, normally if you're in class, I'd make you say them back and forth, but we're going to do these. So let me erase. So first, I boil my peas and vegetables. I boil my peas and vegetables. So Ariana, using your detective skills, which part of the equation am I going to use? And is this a direct or inverse relationship?
All right, so you'd use the P1, V1, and the P2 and V2, and that would be a direct relationship.
Yep, so you would, well, let's use the pencil, right? So these ones we're not going to use. So this is literally our equation. It's going to be P1, V1 equals P2, V2. Now use your pencil. What's being held constant? Temperature. So if I push one up, what happens to the other one?
it does the opposite.
So it is an inverse relationship.
Oh,
Yep. Do you guys see how this helps you now? Peas and vegetables. I boil my peas and vegetables. That's Boyle's Law. It's so interactive and fun. Like, I don't get to do much with you guys. It's interactive. It makes me so happy, right? All right, next up. I see my TV. So C is for Charles. So if I have Charles' law, okay, if I have Charles' law, Eliza, which letters am I using? Is it direct or inverse or indirect? Ooh, no. Eliza, are you there? No, go back. You're not so sure? Okay, so which letters are these? So C is for Charles. Okay. What letters do I have?
Oh, T and V.
So who would I cross off?
The P and the N.
Yep. So my law would be V1 over T1 equals V2 over T2. And Charles' law is I see my TV. Last question. If I see my TV as my law, the letter that's not there is pressure. That's constant. Is this a direct or inverse relationship? When I push temperature up, what happens to vanisher or volume? Do they go up the same or do they go up different? Temperature and volume. Did I lose you? Eliza, I just had you. Did I lose you? Anyone want to help her out? Is it direct or inverse?
Direct.
Direct.
Direct. As one goes up, the other goes up, right? Awesome. So a gale blew over my TP, like a gale of wind, right? A gale blew over my TP, and TP is a traditional Native American home, right? A gale blew over my TP, right? So Gay-Lussac's law has to do with temperature and pressure, hence why I wrote it Gale, Gay-Lussac's law. So that's the, if you haven't done your notes yet. Yeah. And that's the temperature and pressure. So Timothy Seifert, what would I keep in my equation? What would it look like?
The T and the P.
So we cross out the V and N. So it's going to end up with P1 over T1 equals P2 over T2. Last question, is that a direct or inverse law?
Direct.
It is a direct because if I hold my vanisher or my volume and I increase my temperature, my pressure also increases. They move the same way. That's a direct relationship. You just memorized all the gas laws with your pencils in like 10 seconds flat. It's so cool, guys. Like this went from being one of those, right? Thank you, Chandler. I feel the same way. I saw that. So this went from being like one of the hardest things to teach because it's straight memorization to all the kids are like, oh, okay, it's just gas laws and doing this. It's super great. I love it so much. But yes, it's the pencil test. So the only other one left is Avogadro's law. So Avogadro drove a van. Avogadro drove a van. We knew it has something to do with N, right? So N is the only one not on your pencil, right? So if I cross off the P and the T, I'm left with V over N. The way I would tell you to remember that, right, is to make sure that you, if you see V over T is direct, V over N is going to behave the same way, right? Because they look the same. So that's also a direct relationship. So anything that's on the same side is going to be inverse. Anything opposite sides is going to be direct for lots of reasons. But Avogadro drove a van directly to his home. So direct relationship, right? Avogadro drove a van directly to his destination, whatever it is, right? How are you going to remember that? So there are lots of really fun ways to remember this. So that's the idea. Now in your, let me go back. Hold on. I think that 11.1 is not due until next week. Am I correct? Correctamundo. Yes, not due until next week. But this is everything on 11.1, so you could try it sooner. Now, I have a Google Slides that I was going to do next time that has all the stuff in it, but you're also going to calculate things with these laws using math. So be familiar with these, know how to identify them, know how to use this equation. This is the exact same as on your reference sheet. Again, take a look. It is, see under behavior of gases, it's right here. You do not have to memorize this. You just have to know how to use it like a tool. Using your pencil and your brain, with our powers combined, we're Captain Gas Laws, right? We can do this with these tools. So if you want to try 11.1 while it's fresh, that's awesome. But we will be doing actual calculations with these next week. And that is all I had for you today. So last reminders, grade pull for progress reports is 8 a.m. on Monday. If you do anything after 3 p.m. today, you need to email me a screenshot so I will update it in Skyward, because I'm not going to go back and forth to Canvas. A lot of you guys should have seen your tests graded. I'm almost done with them. I am actively working through those. I like, so just clarity, human moment. I am behind, like being off that week and a half. Like, yes, technically I showed up to class, but I was also taking care of a sick child. So like I didn't do anything other than teach for that entire week. And then IAs were due for the IB stuff. And I know you guys may not know that, but basically everyone had a 12-page paper I had to grade for London by like a certain day. So I had to do those first. So I am getting caught up as I can, but I'm almost done with all of them. Most of you should have your scores already, all of that, but that's not a missing assignment. If you have missing assignments, do them now. You have extra time. 11.1 isn't due until next week. Do your missing assignments. Does 11.1 have calculations? Let's look. I didn't think so, unless I'm crazy. Let's see. Share screen. Let's see, 11.1. Do a preview. Oh, okay, connect with there. So see, look at that. All the questions, right? All the different laws. Direct and inverse, we got that. Boyle's law, Avogadro's law. Nope, no calculations. Like I said, your pencil's going to answer your entire quiz for you guys. Your pencil's going to do all the heavy lifting. So yeah, here we go. So like this one, kinetic molecular theory is something you memorize from your notes. So that's something in law, but everything else, what law is this? What law is this? What unit is this? What law, is it direct or inverse? Literally, you guys just did all of that like it was nothing with your pencil. Done. Super cool. So it should help a lot. Yes. Thank you, Isabella. So no, there's no calculations. Right? Okay. Are there any other questions? Do your missing work, guys. And I have stuff I have to do this weekend, but on Sunday, I will check my email for emailed screenshots Saturday and Sunday. I will do that for about an hour after my kids go to bed. So Monday, I'm actually physically not going to be in the building. I have other things I have to do for school. So I've authorized school business to do. So I need to do those Sunday because the deadline's 8 a.m. Monday. Okay. All right. I love you bunches. I will see you next week. Okay.
Mrs. Longley, I saw that I missed like only 2